Hey everyone, I'm back. We've had two back-to-back losses. So I hit the drawing board and I went on like a thinking spree and really tried to evaluate like why we were losing and what we were doing. And I think we played a Scotch as of recent and got into some lines that I wasn't too familiar with. So I decided that I'm going to try and stick to a little bit of a chess repertoire because I'm finding myself as a very positional player and maybe a little bit weaker in tactics. It's not an excuse. You should always be good at tactics because chess is mostly tactics, especially at this level. But I'm going to try an English for my white openings. I'm going to do an English and run with my Botvinnik system because I've had a lot of success with that. That's what got me to 2000 in Rapid. And then I'm going to run the Kali Zukertor. I probably butchered that. But the Kali system with some ideas. I'm still learning that system. I played a couple Blitz games and had mixed results with it. For black, I'm going to stick to, if they play e4, I'm going to play my French defense or a Carl Khan. And if we see d4, c4, or any already or anything like that, we're going to play a Slav. So that is kind of what you see me working on here. I was doing some studies on this. Let's do two puzzles and then let's start. Okay, white to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 versus 4. Wow, black is killing white, as it appears. Yeah, it looks like white is just getting smashed. There must be a tactic, though. There must be like a mate. Because otherwise, this looks like a complete slaughter. So the only weakness, I mean, this is a weakness, but I'm sure the puzzle has to do with the king. The undefended pawn. Well, almost undefended pawn. And black has a back rank mate threat. And pretty hard to do something that's not forcing. So just based on this position, I'm guessing the first move is a check. Then after a take, actually, yes, that's a check, but after it takes, I don't really see it. There's a check right here. He's forced to move here. Check, takes, 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 takes. Looks like mate. Yeah, that's a bummer. Bummer of a game to lose. So let's see what black did wrong. Oh, black collected free material. So yeah, black just was too greedy here. It's mate in 4, mate in 5. Okay, let's analyze the position. 4v4. And black's up in exchange. We do have like the classic mating net here for black. Because of the position, I'm anticipating that the solution is a checkmate. Check, take, and check. Then after you block, take. We have a classic checkmate. So sack the queen, takes, takes. Then whether you come here or here, it's checkmate. Oh, what? How did I miscalculate? Here, check. Oh, because white can just block. Excuse me, black can just block. Oh man, that's not the solution? Well, I missed that black can just play here. It may be collect here, and then if he moves, that's the move. There's the mate. It's not mate, but you're up a clean piece. Yeah, this doesn't work because of this. It's just a queen trade. Check. Check. This looks like a draw. Play something like this. Yeah, just a draw. I don't see any advantage. How does black get out of this? Yeah, it's a draw. Yeah, it's a draw in that position. But here, yeah. Tactics. Because of the mate threat, you have to give up the queen. Alright, well. Let's say we're nice and warm. Let's do it. Alright, we have the black pieces. Good luck. So we get to play a Slav. Okay, so he's going for an early fianchetto. And he's not playing a traditional c4. If I bring the bishop out right away, he can challenge it. So I don't quite want to do that. I think I'm supposed to develop this knight. He's just going to play this little Catalan setup, maybe. If he goes for something like this in castles. So Catalan into a Slav. So how do I want to play this? Do I want to play like a semi-Slav? Do I want my bishop over here? Do I want it pointing that way the whole game? Might be nice. I could go for like the Shevchenko or whatever that's called. See what that gets me. I could play the Schlechter Slav or whatever. I don't know what's best to do Catalan. I could play a semi-Slav. And then look to expand on the queen side and match this. And match this light squared bishop. I think so. I'm between this and the semi-Slav. I can't play an open Slav, and I don't really want to play like this. Maybe I do actually. If I fianchetto this bishop and point this way, and then look to expand queenside, it also helps me stay nice and solid if he tries to attack me. And what is my dark square bishop going to do pointing this way? Okay. We're going to do this Slav idea. Okay, so you play like the open Slav, usually. We'll play it like a semi-Slav style. Do our nice pyramid. Oh, interesting. So I think I take this way and I still focus on queenside expansion. Could also take like this. This looks attractive because I have a knight in the middle of the board. He'll push this move though. And then I'll have to move the knight again. If I take towards the middle, I'm going to have a hard time like advancing these pawns. If I take this way, I don't know. I think I want to take this way. Well, then my pieces... I mean, if I take this way, it opens up my light squared bishop, which trading off that light squared bishop would be kind of nice. I think I'm going to take this way. Okay. I also like this huge chain. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Kind of blocking out this bishop. So, castle here. Okay, my first instinct is to meet that move with this move. Maybe prey on some weak pawns over here. I don't think this is a very good move. Queen needed to develop anyways. This is a pretty natural square. I like it. Okay. Now, I kind of want to get control of this square. Maybe like jump in and get a couple attackers on this weak pawn. Also could consider like stuff like this. Because that's pretty weak square. That'd be another way to get at it. So maybe we pile up on this square. Look to take advantage of some weaknesses. I feel like there's no really great place to move the bishop right now. I mean, he's kind of doing his job, just sitting here on a nice diagonal. I think the knight needs to move because he's my weakest piece right now, and he can easily become a stronger piece with a little bit of activation. So something like that. I mean, if he plays something like this, then I'll kind of reroute. Because I like where this piece is, I like this piece, I like this piece, I like this piece. These are the two pieces. These are the two pieces I don't like. And like the positional rule that I've been like the rule when you're trying to like better your team and better your position is you take the piece that is the cooperating the least. So in this case, the bishop has some influence over the game. The knight has very little influence over the game. You take that piece and you work on developing it, you know, ideally to a better square. I would really love to win this piece, but I don't have the means to do that. I kind of like this move. Could be met with this move. Because let's say he's got 2 defenders on it right now, and I've got a queen attacking it. So am I scared of advancing my queen? Aside from this move, I'm not really nervous. I mean, I can always drop back. And the queen's not really mispositioned here. I like her where she is. But I'm okay. So my other alternative is what? To go back home. I don't want to go to the pin, and this seems passive. Passive but safe. Alright, so do I play passive or do I play a little more aggressive? I think I play a little more aggressive. Why, though? Why do I want to play a little more aggressive? My opponent's a little lower rated than me. I feel like this move exerts more pressure because it keeps tension on d4, which I ultimately want to pile up on. If he kicks me, he kicks me, and I would argue being on this square is better than being on this square. Maybe this square. The most natural move for him, I think, is just to kick me around. I quite like this square, though. Looks pretty good. Opens up my bishop. Got the knight coming. Yeah, this move It's looking pretty nice. Because the knight will have to move, and he'll have to weaken his king. His dark squares, which I still have a dark square bishop. But I'd like to see a little bit of weakening of his dark squares before I try and attack him. Yep, okay, easy peasy. So two thoughts. This move looks kind of tricky, because if he steps up and stuff, I'm kind of getting trapped. I don't know. Maybe not getting trapped, but it just feels unpleasant. I was thinking here or here. Probably sit right down here. Something like this. This. The knight covers it. Yeah, this knight needs to start moving. Okay, here or here? Well, I see more ideas of maybe something like this, so I think this is the better square. He could repin, but if he's gonna waste time moving back and forth, I've got a plan. And I'm gonna get this tempo. Just shoot, maybe this was better because if he repins, I can't take advantage of that really nice square. Oh, nice. Well, this is the first move I feel. That's very natural to me. I don't really like that move. Because what, now he wants to push e4? So now I anticipate he'll just try and push the queen around again. And, yeah, we probably just slide back over or something. Slide here. We're chilling. I quite like my position. I love this knight. I want to get that type of pressure. I mean, this is hanging right now. If I can get a little more pressure on it. It's got a good grip here. Actually, this might not be a bad move, because those F5 moves, or G5 moves, are kind of annoying. Ooh, what's interesting, actually, is C5. Because if he takes... That's nice. Oh, that looks like a blunder for that exact reason. So, I don't like this move at all. Two reasons. He just hung the piece, or he loses in exchange. Maybe it's worth it for him, but I collect a pawn, too. I also get to trade off this weak knight. I guess he's trading a weak knight for a weak knight, but going up the exchange, I'm just happy to do. And this knight's not really displaced. He can collect here at any time. I also collect the pawn, so it's quite an advantage for me, I would assume. So because I have a dark square bishop, I'm really tempted to collect the bishop right here and then take the pawn, so there's no mate threats. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Because I have dark squared weaknesses, I'm going to pull the trigger on that. Because something like this, it was super simple plan of attack for him. And now I need to just activate my rooks and enjoy my pawn lead. I'm going to exchange hand 2 pawns and a pawn up. So... I think he'll have some difficulties here. So maybe stick around, I think. Puts pressure on him, makes him move. He can't go anywhere good except maybe back here. So let's go ahead and pick on the knight a little bit. Okay, now I want to exert some influence over the game. I also want to hone in on this square. So a fine time to bring out the light square bishop. This stops any e4 ideas. And then we'll slowly improve the position with the rooks. Probably a rook behind rooks on these two squares, maybe. That looks positionally pretty good. And then I would like to trade off this guy for this guy and trade of queens, and I should be easily winning. The two rooks will dominate the light squared bishop and the other rook because all my pawns are on light squares. Except one. So the sooner I can get some good trades, the better. Okay, what's this threat here? He could sack. I don't see that going anywhere. Takes, 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 and takes. This looks kind of messy to me. See if I threaten him. He moves. No, he can't go there. He could go there. I'll trade. And then he'll have an isolated pawn and I'll own the file. Can't go there. So this looks super solid to me. I don't want to move this guy over because then it's like, what is my F rook doing? So, is he going to try something like this? He may. I still like this move, though. And then if I see something like this, I can always play like this. Then after an exchange, queen's in the middle of the board, and that pawn is backwards. Super, super weak. This knight also can't just sit here indefinitely because we can give it a kick. Yeah, not a lot of weak squares in my camp. I mean, this square is kind of weak. Okay, I said I'd trade. The reason we trade there is because, I mean, I talked about that already. This piece is really weak, and the two rooks will be able to outwork the other rook. So, right now we want to force some exchanges. So, probably doubling up the rooks is my best chance right here. Trying to see what white can do to increase activity, and I'm just not seeing it. Okay, that's a pretty good move. So now we can attack pawn. Maybe it has something like this. Giving up this diagonal is kind of a bummer. If something like, oh, well, that makes my job quite easy. So if he takes, that's totally fine with me. I'll take back with the queen. I think I just developed a rook. If he's so eager to trade. And if he doesn't force the trade, I will this move because I'll have a tactic. Check, picks up the queen. Okay. Do I still want to force a trade? I don't know. Probably. It'd be nice to be on like a square like this. So takes. See what he does. Okay. Now I'm looking at this move right here. Ooh, actually, I kind of like this move. I just want to deny him activity. Oh, no. No. Does this force a trade? If queen goes right here, queen can't go there, queen can't go there, queen can't go there. I think this forces a queen trade. No checks in the position, so. Feeling good. Feeling really good with this game. Let's stay focused. Let's stay committed. We've had nice flow. We've had good ideas throughout the game. Okay, he escapes. It doesn't quite force a queen trade. It would be really nice to get this guy off this diagonal. Because he's controlling my only entrance point. And he's weak here. Alright, well, we need to devise a plan. We need to devise a good plan to capitalize on our position. What I am finding is that I cannot infiltrate. So maybe what we do is we get the rook. So if we throw the queen over on this diagonal, we cover all these long squares. And so there's no way the queen's getting in. And then we can maybe get the rook up and over, maybe? Does that seem like a good idea? What do I get after that check after he runs away? A queen check. Okay, he keeps running. It's hard to say, like, that's like definitively like the way I should go is try and get my rook over here, because it doesn't make like a lot of sense. Maybe what makes a little bit more sense is to centralize the queen on a nice square and then choke out this bishop. And then once we get this bishop like effectively pinned to the other side of the board, and make sure we don't lose anything here. Okay, so here's what looks like a little bit better plan to me. solidify over here. We have no weaknesses. We put the rook on e7. We put the queen on e5, and we slowly advance these pawns over here, collect all this space, and he'll have to open up. That seems like a better plan to me. So let's centralize the queen to start. And then we'll put e here. We'll play this move. And then we can focus on maybe some expansion, maybe. Or maybe like this. Keep him nice and locked out. Endgames are kind of tricky because you know you don't have as many like ideas. So I know I said I was going to play this move next, but this comes with the tempo and seems really solid. So, and it's also like he enhanced my plan. My plan's to expand over here anyways, because his king's kind of exposed. My king feels really safe. There's no checks ever. Right, we just stick into the plan. Or slowly like choke him out. His queen's kind of ill-positioned. Like, he maybe has like some sort of idea to like infiltrate this way, but that's going to take a lot of moves. Everything's like super solid. And like, okay, he has like one check. And I step up. And like, the black queen like does a lot of good here. So let's slowly advance our pawns. That's not a check. So that's the only check. You don't want to go here because then the queen... Oh, the queen couldn't go there. Yeah, but like, what does white have to play for here? White's going to be banished to this corner soon. It's funny, it took me like 2 minutes to really like create that plan. What's his point here? I just don't think he has anything else to do. To deflect the queen, maybe? I don't think it'll work. I'll just take. Check. Yeah, so now the bishop's forced to go there. And then I think we just crack him open, probably. It's like hard to say like what a good plan for black is. For white, I mean. Just keep expanding. Yeah, but now there's a check here. Check. And like, he's in trouble. So anywhere he goes here, there's a check picking up the bishop with the rooks hanging. Maybe a move like this is good. Oh, that can't be the move. That can't be the move. I think I should take. Take. No, maybe not. Interesting. So maybe here. Keeps pressure on this. If I go here, I think then I defend this guy. The queen's not like active. This capture, I think, helps me quite a bit, because then I can take like this, and I can slide the rook closer to my king, and I'll control a lot of space here. All of a sudden, Valhalla started defending really well. Yeah, I don't know like what he could be contemplating. Position looks lost. I'd like to see this capture. I think I'd capture it this way. Slide my rook over. Checkmate him really soon. It'd be really nice if we didn't have the queens. His queen gives him like some level of counterplay, but like I just have to constantly be careful. I have to go really slow. I can't just like give him a bunch of checks, right? If I give him a bunch of checks, he might find like a perpetual, or he might pick up a pawn or something and try and like get a bunch of counterplay. But like, as long as I stay consistent and give nothing away, give nothing back, even though like I'm winning like substantially, you don't want to give anything back. This was happened to me the other day too, as I had a pretty big lead over an opponent and I just blundered. So that doesn't really scare me at all. And there's no reason for me to take. I mean, I don't see it. But I do see a reason to defend my rook. If I defend my rook, then I have a check, picks up the bishop, and will come with, actually, check. He moves, pick up the bishop, and then he would collect here. Actually, check. He has to move here, check. He has to move again, I move back in line. Interesting. Okay. So maybe I can collect the bishop without losing the rook, without having to move the king. Check. This is covered. All these would be covered. So he'd be forced to move here. Check. I pick up the bishop. He could come here. Check. I'd be fine. Let me double check, because if I blunder this rook, I'm going to be so ticked. King can't go here. Check. He has to go to this back line. He can't protect the bishop, so he goes back. Check. He has to come forward, then I can reconnect with the rook. I would resign here, probably. Actually, I think it's mate. I don't have to collect the bishop. I think the rook is mate. Yep, it's mate in 2. Then after he moves here, rook checkmate. Everything's covered. Nice. What a good game. Alright, so we had a tactic to pick up the bishop. Instead, we found checkmate as we looked at it longer. Did I have it before? Oh, no. No, I didn't. All right, I'm just gonna pause. Oh, yeah, he resigns. Okay, I was gonna say I'm gonna pause because there's nothing to think about here. Hey, we got a win. We got our dub. Played really consistent. I blundered. Learn from your mistakes. 97% accuracy, 1 inaccuracy. He blundered twice. Yep, that was an easy blunder to see. Yep, that was also an easy blunder to see. So, okay. Let's see. It doesn't like the semi-Slav. Okay, so the computer prefers to play an open Slav. I think the open Slav is a little more tactical. Semi-Slav felt really good. I never felt like I was losing. Yeah, it likes this knight move. Yeah, the bishop move, I mean, okay, so it's saying move one of these two pieces, but from a standpoint, like, the computer likes this move too, it's fine. Yeah, I chose the right squares. That's a good move. Yeah, huge blunder. Yep, took advantage. Yeah, and then, okay, so this is important. You would think, oh, I have a white, but if white does something silly here, yeah, black has considerable advantage and can equalize quite a bit. And we saw that, we collected, and then we collected our pawn. Nice, and then we hit the light squared bishop. Yeah, this is good. He likes that move. Yep, and then trading, good. Oh, it says to take right away. This is fine. Yeah, shut the bishop out. Yeah, he has nowhere to go. Oh, I could have forced the queen trade. The way I play this is fine too. And then I found mate in 3. Broom broom is what he said. GG. Okay, so like 1 inaccuracy. Basically, I played a perfect game. The opponent made mistakes. I was able to take care of them. 97% accuracy. But we used our time and played really well. So really happy with this game. Yeah, the Slav, super good opening against d4. I don't really. I mean, the Catalan's fine. His setup's fine. I think if he's gonna play this move, oh yeah, he did play c4. This what's it called? Shevchenko or something like that. I don't remember what system this is, but it was kind of nice. I mean, I won off of this long squared diagonal. And I played like really aggressively on the queen side. And that's what won me the game. My opponent just blundered. Trying to see like any like improvements. Yeah, not much to be done here. I think overall just a really well played game. A good win. This is how I'd like to win all my games, right? Like I'm a 2000 player in Rapid. So like in Classical I should be quite a bit stronger than my opponents, but I played that Scotch the other day, which has probably been my worst game of all the ones I've uploaded, and then I had that Alekin that I lost. Oh, that game still stings. That was a good one. Alright, hope you enjoyed it. We're going to keep grinding. I'm going to grind this Classical account all the way up to 2000, and maybe even higher if I can get higher. Be nice. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends who love chess, as I do. And we'll see you in the next one.